Hey, I'm William. Today I'm going to show you how to check and replace the internal drain hose on a front load Whirlpool washer. You might need to change out this part if it failed testing or has been damaged. Now before we get started, take a second to like this video and subscribe to our channel so you'll never miss our latest repair guides. With over 2 million products in stock and the know-how to help you do it yourself, we are AppliancePartsPros.com. First, we need to get our tools together. Today we'll need a 1/4 inch nut driver, a 5/16 inch nut driver, a flathead screwdriver, channel lock pliers, a flashlight, a towel, and a T20 Torx driver. And please remember that safety comes first. Always disconnect your washer by unplugging it or switching the breaker off. Now let's get started. We are removing the 1/4 inch screws located at the back of the top panel. With the screws removed, we are sliding the top panel back and then lifting it up. Any water in the tub will need to be drained. Once that's done, we're going to remove the detergent drawer and use our T20 Torx driver to remove the T20 screws just behind the drawer. We are going to have to remove the 1/4 inch screws located at the top corners of the user interface panel. With those removed, we are going to lift up on the user panel and rotate it out. We need to disconnect the wires so we can set the user interface panel to the side. After that, we can open the door and use our flathead screwdriver to remove the door boot spring. Now we need to press the door gasket in behind the front panel edges so that we'll be able to remove the front panel. We're also using our T20 Torx driver to remove the door lock screws. Once those are out, we can push the door lock in to free up the front panel. Then grab your 1/4 inch and 5/16 inch nut drivers to remove the screws at the top and bottom of the front panel. The front panel can be lifted up and set to the side. We're going to want to place a towel under the coin catch and crack it open until no water comes out. With no water coming out, we're removing the coin catch filter to look for any debris like coins and other small objects. We're using our channel lock pliers to remove the retaining ring that holds the drain hose to the drain pump housing. Then we're removing the hose from the pump and looking for any clogs or kink sections throughout the entire length of the hose. Using a flashlight, like we are, can help to look through the hose for any clogs. You'll need to clear any clogs that you find in the hose. If there's a section that has closed up, which may be from adhesive or debris that can't be removed without damaging the hose, then the hose would need to be replaced. If your hose needs to be replaced, let's walk through the process together. We're moving to the back of the washer and removing the external drain hose from the internal drain hose with our channel lock pliers. Now we can press the lock tab and rotate the internal drain hose into the frame. Then pull it out from the top. Here's the old internal drain hose and here's the new one. If you've already got one, great. If not, you can pick one up at AppliancePartsPros.com. We're going to move the old retaining ring onto the new hose. Then we're going to slide the internal drain hose through the top of the washer and secure it in place. We're reconnecting the external drain hose and moving to the front. At this point, we're using our channel lock to secure the internal hose to the drain pump housing. We're going to grab the front panel and set it onto the mounting hooks at the top of the washer frame. Then secure the 1/4 inch screws we removed at the bottom and the 5/16 inch screws at the top. Once the front panel is secured, then we're going to grab our T20 Torx driver and attach the door lock to the front panel with the T20 screws. Next, we need to press the door gasket onto the front panel lip. Then we're going to grab the door seal ring and install it onto the door seal. This can be difficult, so you can gently use a flathead screwdriver to help pry the ring into position. Again, do this very gently to avoid causing any damage to the gasket or washer. The interface wires we removed earlier will connect into the user interface control panel. Now we're going to set the panel into the front panel and push it back so it locks into place. We're also going to reinstall the 1/4 inch screws and the T20 screws. Before putting the top panel on, remember to clip the main control cover down and slide the control towards the front to lock it in place. Then we can grab the top panel and set it on just behind the user panel. Now we're sliding it forward and reattaching it at the back with the 1/4 inch screws we removed earlier. Once you insert the dispenser drawer, you're done. Don't forget to plug your washer back in or turn that breaker back on. You made it! Great job and thanks for joining us today. Make sure to let us know how the repair went in the comments below. If you still need a new drain hose, grab your model number and head over to AppliancePartsPros.com to order one. Orders usually arrive in just a few days. While you're here, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. We've got lots more troubleshooting and repair videos, and of course, all the parts you need to do it yourself at AppliancePartsPros.com. Thanks for your support, and we'll see you next time.